What's going on, everybody? It's PapaStones coming back with another video. So today we're going to be going over some more spoilers for Twilight of the Republic. It's going to be a longer one. They dropped a lot of stuff, so we're going to just get right into it. First things first, we have a new leader. It is Yoda. It is a blue-white. And it says action: if a unit left play this phase, draw a card, then put a card from your hand on the top or bottom of your deck. And epic, it deploys on 7. And it deploys as a 4/9 with restore 2. And when deployed, you may discard a card from your deck. If you do, defeat an enemy non-leader unit that costs the same as or less than the discarded card. I think this card, if there's going to be a blue-white control deck, this will be the leader for it. I think either that, because I mean, realistically, it has a control-y deploy. It lets you cycle if your stuff is dying. It seems like the control leader for heroism, if a blue-white heroism control comes around, you know. But other than that, it's not too crazy. Getting to cycle is definitely nice, but it's average, and the 7 deploy kind of scares me a little bit. But who knows? We'll have to wait and see. And then next we have Prevezla. This is a red-black leader. It says action 1, deal damage to a unit equal to the number of cards you've drawn this phase. Doesn't include your regroup. And then it flips on 5 as a 4/6 and says, while you have 3 or more cards in your hand, this unit gains Saboteur. And while you have 6 or more cards in your hand, this unit gets +2/+0. This will be interesting. Like, you're definitely going to build a deck around this, right? I'm not sure how good it will be, because I feel like card draw is not that fantastic in Star Wars currently. But maybe this makes it not feel as bad. I'm trying to think of like good draw cards in general that you'd even be playing, but I don't know. We'll see. Maybe this will be an okay leader if there's a draw cards deck, I guess, you know, but it might kind of just be worthless also, so who knows. Moving on, though, we've got Satine Cries. This is a 4-cost blue-white 0/6 legendary. It's a Mando and official. Each unit, including enemies, gains action, discard cards from an opponent's deck equal to half this unit's remaining HP rounded up. I hate this card. I think meal strategies are the most boring thing to ever come into card games. That might be biased, right? I know people like mill, but it just kind of, in every card game, it always boils down to, I'm going to stall. I'm going to just keep you from playing the game and deck you out. And I don't enjoy that as a concept. But I don't know. It's not crazy. Because, I mean, sure, you play it on 4. Comes in unreadied, so they can't immediately discard you unless they have readied units they're planning on using. But if on turn 4 they're playing a unit that does nothing, and you play a unit that's actually valuable, it might not be that bad. I feel like this card's definitely going to see probably a decent amount of experimentation, but realistically, I don't think it's great anyways. Unless there's ways to, like I said, supplement mill in a way that it doesn't feel horrible, but I don't know. We'll see. Realistically, I hate it, but that's just me. Moving on, though, we've got the Duchess Champion. Duchess's Champion? I don't know. While an opponent controls 3 or more units, this unit gains Sentinel. It is a 4-cost double blue uncommon 1/8. Sideboard for tokens, I'm assuming. Because other than that, or for Satine, right? Because this card could mill you for 4. But, I don't know. That stat line's kind of odd. You have to have 3 units for it to have Sentinel too. I mean, technically also you could play it in, what is it, Ray? Make it a 2/9 and a 3/10. That's kind of actually threatening. So it'll probably see some play there if that Ray Blue deck keeps up in popularity for now. But other than Ray, as just a 1/8, it's weird stat line. But moving on though, we've got Padme Amidala. This is a 2-cost yellow-white uncommon 1/4 Naboo Republic official. It has coordinate on attack, give an enemy -3/-0 for this phase. Seems kind of bad. 2-cost 1/4 isn't fantastic in the first place. I mean, sure, it's got decent tags, but you're playing a 1/4. Like, you can't play this early. I think this will maybe come down like a later drop, right? And because you want that coordinate effect to maybe bail you out in some situations. But it might just be a 2-drop 1/4, and that might not be the best, but you never know. It might not be the worst. I guess we'll have to see, but I don't love this either. Sorry. Moving on though, we got, hey, my dog's terrorizing my cat. Chill out. We got Subjugating Starfighter. It is a green 4-drop spaceship, 3/3 Separatist Vehicle Fighter common. It has ambush, and when played, if you have the initiative token, create a battle droid token. Stat line's too bad, I think. Why would I play a 4-drop 3/3 spaceship to ambush? That just, it seems too low. I mean, imagine you run this into like a 7th Fleet Defender's shield or a System Patrol Graph that survive. Like, the stat line's just too bad, I think. The droid token maybe will be nice, who knows, but other than that, it's not the best. Maybe Separatist for Dooku, I guess. It's something you could exploit itself and make it a 2-drop, I guess, but still not fantastic. Moving on though, we got Republic Arc 170. It is a 3-cost green spaceship, 3/4 common. This card's way better than the last card we just said, and this is a vanilla. It's got decent enough tags, and it's a 3/4 spaceship for 3. So I could play this for 3, or I could spend an extra resource for a 3/3 that can ambush, I guess, you know. Like, no, this card's actually not bad. It's a pretty well statted spaceship. Most 3-cost spaceships aren't this tanky nowadays. I think this is honestly playable. Moving on though, we got Republic Defense Carrier, green-white, 11-cost, uncommon, Republic Vehicle Capital Ship. This unit costs 1 less to play for each unit controlled by the opponent who controls the most units. And it has Sentinel. So for that stat line, you would want it to be at least, what, like 5 less? Maybe 4, I guess. A 7-cost 6/7 spaceship isn't the most outrageous thing. So someone's got to have at least 4 units to make this even worth thinking about. Who knows? Maybe side deck. Maybe it's playable in general just because it gets the discount regardless of who's ahead. And if you're like crazy into tokens, or if your opponent's crazy into tokens, I know in some of my testing early on, there were games where I had like 7 ground units at one point, so like you could play this for 4, I guess, but who knows. We'll have to wait and see how swarmy it becomes, but Might not be awful, I guess. Moving on, though, we got Encouraging Leadership. 3-cost event. Green, common. Give each friendly unit +1/+1 for this phase. Feels bad. I don't know about +1/+1 for units for one turn. Seems kind of like a waste if you ask me. But who knows? Bad card for me. Moving on, though, we have Unlimited Power. This is a red 6 or double red 6-cost event, legendary. That says deal 4 damage to a unit, 3 damage to a second unit, 2 damage to a third unit, and 1 damage to a fourth unit. All damage is dealt simultaneously. I don't like this that much. As a legendary, especially, this feels like pack filler. Sure, there will be one very niche situation where you get to hit something for 4 or something for 3, something for 2, something for 1, do something cool, right? But I feel like what's going to happen most of the time is you'll need to hit something for more than 4, and you can only hit it for 4. You'll need to hit something for, like, they'll only have 3 units, so you have to hit 1 of your damage for 1. Because you have to resolve as much as possible, and it doesn't say enemy unit, it just says damage a unit. So you'll have to hit your own stuff. Like, let's look at this like compared to like bombing run, right? Sure, I guess this can spread arenas, but say you're hitting 4 ground units. Would you rather deal 4, 3, 2, 1? Or would you rather deal 3 to everything? This card, to me, seems bad. But maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it'll pan out. I don't know. It might be okay against tokens again. But then you get to that context, right, where they're all ground. So you could play Bombing Run for 1 less. Or I forget what it's called, Bloodsport or Grenade Striker. There's another red card that deals damage to units. So, I don't know. This card doesn't seem good. Moving on, though, we got Count Dooku. It is an 8-cost, red-black, rare. It is a 6/6, Force Separatist Sith with Exploit 2 and Overwhelm. And when played, for each unit you exploited while playing this card, you may deal damage to an enemy unit equal to the power of the exploited unit. This card kind of excites me, but at the same time kind of doesn't. Like, when I first read it, I was like, oh, broken immediately, right? But generally, as far as I've been testing at least, when you're exploiting, it's generally like tokens and stuff. So you might, I mean, even then though, like, it might still be good enough, because you just say you exploit 2 tokens, you play this for 4, it's a 4-cost 6/6 and pings 2 things for 1, right? That's honestly still probably worth it now that I'm sitting here thinking about it. But there could also be situations where, say you exploit, I don't know, like a Vader, like that's about to die, or let's say a Maul, even to make it a little better. You exploit that and you hit something for 7, like, then you get this 6/6 Overwhelm that costs you 6 or 4, right? Like, I actually think this card's really good. If red has the tools to play this, red will play this, I believe. Moving on, though, we've got Dendup's Loyalist. 2-cost 2/3 Fringe Trooper with Overwhelm. It's a common. Terrible. The stat line sucks. Don't know what Overwhelm has to do with it either, so I don't like it. Moving on, what's happening? Oh, okay. Moving on, we got ATTE Vanguard. 8-cost white, 6/9 uncommon Republic Vehicle Walker. It has Restore 3, and when defeated, create 2 Clone Trooper tokens. Why does this just immediately remind me of Reinforcement Walker. But like we've got Reinforcement Walkers at home. You know what I mean? Um, Restore 3 is cool. When defeated, getting 2 Clone Trooper tokens also isn't the worst. Reinforcement Walker's obviously better because you get a draw or discard, you know, but same stat line and cost is probably why it pulls me there. But I still think this isn't a horrible card. I don't know how good it will be, but it is Republic. You do get to replace it with 4/4 of stats if it dies. It's not bad. Could be worse, that's for sure. Moving on, though, we got Drop In. It is a 4-cost white event. Common that just says create 2 Clone Trooper tokens. Meh. 4-cost, 4/4 of stats, I guess, but they're on 2/2 bodies. It's not worth. Moving on, ETA 2 Light Interceptor, 5-cost spaceship, 3/4 with Restore 2. It's a common. Let me go back here. So this is a 5-cost 3/4, right? This is a 3-cost 3/4? You're telling me that Restore 2 is worth 2 extra cost? I don't know about all that, but maybe, I guess. I don't know. Like, Restored Arc for blue is a 2-cost 2/3 for 1 restore. Like, this seems absurd. Maybe I'm tripping, but like, maybe it's just because it's like not set to a specific color, I guess. But that stat line is horrible. Who knows? Moving on. We got Super Battle Droid, 3-cost black. 4/3 Separatist Droid Trooper, common, no text. Okay, I guess. I mean, it's a Swoop Racer. Swoop Racer was played in set 1, but we kind of gotten past that point because they didn't really have good drops, right? But this could possibly see play for Dooku specifically. Because it is a Separatist, you could technically play it for 1 with Dooku's thing, but still probably not good enough. Kind of just like filler, but maybe it'll be okay. Stat line's actually not bad on this, though. Moving on, though, we got Droid Starfighter. It's a 1-drop, 1/2 Separatist droid vehicle fighter, common with Saboteur. Seems bad. 1/2 stat line is not impressive. Moving on, droid deployment. 2-cost black event. Create 2 battle droid tokens. It's a common. Honestly, I feel like this one's maybe better than the other one. I mean, it's the same thing, right? You're paying 2 for 2 1/1s or 4 for 2 2/2s. But this one being the 2 1/1s is cheaper. And generally in these battle droid decks, you're looking to just use them as fodder. So you create 2, say you need to exploit 2, then you've discounted 4, right? And Clone Trooper or Coordinate looking decks, as of right now, you're basically looking at to like stick the Coordinate effects. So you would have to pay 4 to play Drop In, and assuming your 3-drop gave you something that you needed with Coordinate, or your soon-to-be 5-drop is going to have Coordinate if they don't clear your things right away. I don't know. I think this one's better, but still not the best thing in the world. Moving on. We've got Grievous's Wheel Bike. While playing this, it's a 4-cost upgrade. Gives +3/+3. This is a special. I didn't realize that. Not sure if that's from the starter deck then, or if that's just bugged image, but huh. But 4-cost black upgrade. While playing this upgrade on General Grievous, it costs 2 less, so it costs 2 instead. And attached to a non-vehicle unit, attached unit gains Overwhelm. It's okay. It's an upgrade, I guess. I guess it's a 2 cost for Grievous, but other than that, it's not. So, meh. I don't know. Moving on, though, we got Ahsoka's Padawan's lightsaber. This is a 1 cost white +2/+0 attached to a non-vehicle. When played, if attached unit is Ahsoka Tano, you may attack with a unit. Okay. Moving on. We got Brain Invaders. It is our last one, I think. This is just an extra tab. It is. Last one. It's Brain Invaders. It is a 4-cost uncolored unit. It is a rare. It is 2/4. And it says each leader loses all abilities except for epic actions and can't gain abilities. I'm not quite sure if this is how they plan to nerf Boba Fett, but this is something, I guess. It's a horribly statted card. It shuts off your leader as well. The only time this would probably ever be beneficial is in, like, Kylo Ren. Because, like, sure, discarding the +2, sure, whatever, but his unit side sucks really bad anyways, right? It just minuses his attack, and that's bad. But other than that, why would you want to turn your own leader off? But I don't know. It just seems wrong. Like, maybe this is a Twin Sun special, right? Like, you just make it so nobody can play the game on turn 4, or nobody can play it funly, I guess. I don't know. I don't know what to think about this one. It just seems strange. Maybe there'll be something cheesy. People will play it, probably. Like I said, you could shut off Boba. They won't ramp extra resources if you turn it off, but that throws away your whole 4 resource turn, right? To play a 2/4. If it had good stats, maybe it would make the cut. But with stats like that, there's no way. I don't know. That's a strange one. But that's all I got this time. So let me know what you think, what you're looking forward to, whatever it may be. Feel free to let me know. Make sure to drop a thumbs up for me and subscribe to the channel if you're new, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.